Okay, these are our low back strengthening exercises, and these are really good for these muscles along our spine, to train these muscles to not just be stronger, but to actually help coordinate these muscles so that when we're going through different movements that can cause low back pain, those muscles can respond and act the way that they need to. So the first three that we're going to do are going to focus a lot on our core here. So the first one is our modified curl up. As we're doing this, a curl up is just going to be lifting the shoulders up off of the ground. You can leave one knee, either the right or the left, doesn't matter, up, and then you'll put the hands underneath of the low back to help to support the low back. And then you're going to do a little bit of a chin tuck as you're doing this, which helps to support the neck then as well. You're just going to do a curl up, which is just going to have the shoulders coming off the ground. You're going to hold for just 1 to 2 seconds and do 10 reps of those. Okay? The next one is our side bridge. The side bridge, you're only going to have the elbow and the knees and the feet on the ground. You can put the hands on the side of the hips. You're going to be lifting the hips up off the ground here, and then the knees, the hips, the shoulders will all be in a nice straight line. You're going to hold that for 8 to 10 seconds, relax, and do 3 sets of that one. The last one is called our bird dog. So you're going to have hands underneath the shoulders, the knees are going to be underneath the hips, and you're going to be getting the opposite arm and the opposite leg going straight out here. And as you do this, these muscles along the spine should engage. If you feel like balance is an issue, you can start off by doing one extremity at a time. But if it's possible to do the opposite arm, opposite leg, hold each move for 8 to 10 seconds and do 3 sets on each side then as well. The next 3 here is, next one is our glute bridge. You're going to be on your back. You're just going to be lifting the hips and the glutes up off the ground. You're going to get the knees in line with the hips, in line with the shoulders here. Hold for 8 to 10 seconds and do 3 sets of those. The next one is the hip flexor stretch. As you're doing this one, whichever knee you have up, the opposite side is the one that you're going to be stretching. So you're going to be leaning forward and then lean the shoulders back, and you should feel the front of the hips should be stretching on each side. And you're going to hold that one for 10 seconds and do 3 sets on each leg. So going forward, leaning back, holding for 10 seconds, 3 sets on each side. The last one is called our decompression breathing. For this one, you're going to be using your thumb and your pinkies, which are called our measuring sticks. The thumbs are going to go under the base of the ribs, and the thumbs are going to go at the top of the hips. You're going to be doing deep breaths. So you're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to feel that space increase between your thumb and your pinkies. And then as you exhale, you're going to work on maintaining or even gaining that space between here. As you do that, all of your muscles along the spine are going to have to contract in order to stabilize and maintain that space here. As you're doing this decompression breathing, you should feel a 360-degree expansion of the hips and the ribs here then as well. So as you're taking a deep breath in, you should feel this space increase, but you also want to think about going from front to back, increasing as well. Keeping the ears over top of the shoulders. And you can feel the abs and the low back muscles start to contract as you're doing this then as well. So for this one, you're going to hold for doing 5 good deep breaths and doing 3 sets of those.